Okie doke, and now we can finally look at the Drobo Dashboard software, which is fully accessible only after Drobo has formatted the volume. Alright, the opening tab gives you a graphic representation of your space and some information here, free and used space. And you can see I've already put 270 plus gig of stuff on there. You can drop down this how is my storage being used, which shows you your drives and how the space is being utilised. We can now access the advanced controls, okay, and the default tab for the advanced controls panel is this data tab, which shows a graphic representation of your Drobo and all your capacity information, and the suggested actions box currently tells me that my Drobo is healthy and has sufficient capacity and that no action is required at this time. But it says that I can add capacity by replacing an existing hard drive with a drive of a larger capacity. And if you click the Show Me How button, it will take you through to Drobo's website to watch some videos about how to do that. But no doubt, if a drive has died or the Drobo is getting full up, this suggested actions dialog will change to reflect that. Okay. And that leaves your Tools tab of the Advanced Controls panel, which is your meat and potatoes. And here, finally, you discover the check for updates button, okay, which can be updating can be automatic if you tick this box. I really think this check for updates should also be in the menu here, so that it's accessible at the point when you first install the Drobo software, okay, because you can only access this bit here once you've formatted the Drobo volume, alright, but that's to do with gripes about the manual, which I'll come to in the summing up. You've got your register button here, I've done that already, and your serial number and dashboard software and firmware versions are there for you to see. Okay, up here you've got your commands panel. Blink lights makes the Drobo disk lights on the unit flash red for a few seconds. Standby button, very, very important. You must always click the standby button before disconnecting or depowering the Drobo. Very important. Okay. You've then got a format and a reset button, both of which you want to avoid like the plague unless you want to wipe the contents of your Drobo, but that's where they are. But you can rename your Drobo and volumes here without actually messing with your data. In the middle is this greyed out Drobo Share panel, which will kick into action if you've got the Drobo Share Network accessory added on, right? And that just finally leaves the alert section here, because like all good raids, Drobo will send out email alerts. It'll send via Growl as well if you've got it installed. And there are 3 types of alert. And you can just hear the fans have kicked in a bit louder there. Okay, 3 types of alert. It'll send alerts on all useful information, or when a situation is important, or only on critical situations, which is the default. And that choice of 3 types of alert status is mirrored in the actual email settings dialog, which is accessible here, and you simply enable the email alerts, fill in your account information, and there's the 3 choices of alert type again there, and Drobo will send out alerts to your email when things happen according to what type of status for alerts you've set. Okay, so that's the dashboard, and that just leaves one thing, which is this Drobo Copy, and that's rather good. You get this sort of Drobo Copy thing, which is sort of like Drobo's version of Time Machine. Basically, you define a folder to be backed up, which can be your entire audio drive, you know, and you can set a schedule and what have you, and it'll just do your backing up when you're not there, according to a schedule that you set. And the first time it does the backup, it backs up the entire contents of the folder, and subsequent backups after that simply back up any files that have been updated. So it's like having a specialist version of Time Machine, but just for Drobo. And no doubt if you've got on all useful information set with your email alerts, it might send you out an information alert when it starts doing an automated backup. Okay, so that is your Drobo dashboard, and now we can move on to a final summing up where I will talk about the fan noise, and also I'll give the manual a good old Midland slagging off because it is rather badly written. Okay, so I'll see you for the summing up.